Let's do an in-depth curly hair tutorial so that your hair has volume, definition, but most of all, looks excellent on day 2 and day 3. Step 1, your hair needs to be soaking wet. Like if you can see dry frizz, your hair is too dry. If you don't have one of these spray bottles, I'm going to link it. It's super cheap. Just trust me, get it. You're gonna thank me later. And if your hair is wet, re-wet it because the wetter, the better. Brush your hair because you really want a nice smooth slate for when you put your products in. Starting with a curl cream, you can use whatever you want. I'm just using this one from Redken. I go in with about that much on each side of my hair. Don't necessarily go and put it on your roots, but work it up so that you don't have that annoying frizz that forms right here. And then you're like, wait, why is my hair frizzy? Like, I don't get it. If you want lots of volume, you're going to want to section off your shorter layers and style your longer layers separately. To start to scrunch, to gently encourage clump formation, follow up with a gel. And I know everyone is scared of gel, but I promise you, this is what's going to seal the deal and give you some gorgeous day 2 and day 3 curly hair. This is when you're going to go in and scrunch a little harder. Another tip that makes a difference for volume is to brush your hair off your roots a little bit so that my roots kind of lift off my scalp. A lot of people tell me that they struggle with a lot of frizz when they wear their hair curly, and it's one of two things. Either your hair is not wet enough, if you don't hear the sound, your hair is too dry, or you just haven't used enough leave-ins. Gel is truly your best friend if you are a curly girl, especially for those of you who are like, how do you get your curls to stay for day 2 and day 3? It's gel. I know it feels weird and crunchy when you first diffuse your hair or when it dries on day 1, but I promise you that cast, that crunchy feeling is going to break over time. Just leave it alone and it'll give you the most gorgeous day 2 and day 3 hair. We haven't even diffused, and look at how much more voluminous this side is wet than this side. Are you seeing how this is gonna eat? I don't want you to feel discouraged when it comes to your curly hair if your hair doesn't look beautiful on the first try of doing a curly hair routine. It really took me like years to figure out a curly hair routine that worked for me. And for the longest time, my hair looked like a literal frizzy mess, but I'm so glad I stuck with it. So just keep going. A couple of reasons why your hair could be too flat whenever you do your curly hair routine. You're not using a clarifying shampoo. Your products are just too heavy for your texture. Like sometimes you just need to use lighter products. 3, you're using too much product. 4, you're brushing down against your scalp instead of out like I showed you guys. I can make a whole separate video on flat hair, but this is just a little summary. I can't talk enough about how important it is to diffuse your hair. I have a bunch of tutorials on hair diffusing. If you don't diffuse, try it. I promise you it's going to change your life, especially this diffuser head. I have it linked in my bio. It's humongous, gives me the most volume, and is a game changer. I'm going to show you guys at the very end what my hair looks like. Moment of truth. This is what my hair looks like now that I'm done diffusing. I know it looks wet. Leave it alone. That's just the cast from the gel. If you leave that alone, that is what is going to give you that gorgeous day 2 and day 3 hair. If you're like, I absolutely cannot stand it, then you can gently scrunch your hair either with your hands or with a satin bonnet. It'll come right out, but I promise you, if you just wait a little bit, your day 2 and day 3 curly hair will look pristine and like you never stepped on it. As always, I hope you guys found this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to answer and create content for you guys that y'all would like to see. I'll see you guys at my next video. Love you guys. Bye.